Magazine Monday, Magazine Monday, Magazine Monday. What are you reading today? Yay, love my little jingle. Going through some of the stuff on the organization rack. Some of these buildings that are really inspirational towards creating. Look at that theater, really neat. A nice little hojo, and so on and so forth, and all the fun stuff. I gotta do something with this stable. I like this stable. I just gotta repaint it and do some of the detail on it. Cool stuff. Anywho, we're inspired by little dioramas that mobilize and franchise. I want to do an O-scale diorama. I did one for Mr. Andrew Garcia not too long ago. When I say not too long ago, now it's been, gosh, almost 3 years. But it was a great diorama. I liked it. And we should do another one. And when I say we, I mean me, but we, because we're all in this together. Model railroading as a hobby is quite fun. Let's get into this episode. We're going to do Model Railroad Craftsman, celebrating 50 years with our best issue yet. March 1983. Goodness gracious. Syncopacious. 50 years. Good artwork. I like it. I like it a lot. Let's get into it. Woot-a-lo-de-do-de-do. Okay, well, okay. Look at that. Even in 83, they had the Tech 2. Brand new stuff. Such a very vintage throttle. But if you just want a simple DC layout, my goodness, you're cooking with fire if you got one of these. Love this Athearn with their nice center flow hoppers. Really cool. Really cool. So cool. Great gift, Dad. Thanks, son. Look at this. This is like the, I would like to say, the junction between the old and the new. This is when you started seeing a lot of newer models and vehicles get brought into the industry. Stuff that felt more modern as opposed to being a model railroader who just did steam era. Buy stuff, advertisements, buy stuff at SMC Superstore. We've got the best. We've got Dremels, we've got Ernst, we've got Atlas, we've got Walthers, we got Pusher. Cool. Keep on moving. Let's get to some articles instead of just buying stuff. Love this nice little snow spreader. The Shays are coming. Watch out. No, really, watch out. The Shays are coming. They move slow, but like that scene in Austin Powers where he's about to roll over the dude. They will roll over you if you don't watch out. Details do make the difference. They really do. It's all in the details, gentlemen. You can have a building, or you can have a buildings. Buildings. Many a buildings. People set up layouts. We're actually on one of the layouts I'm working on right now. I like this. Expose the roadbed again after painting it, so now we could see where we're going with the track. I've got the track right here, N-scale track, and this is going to get donated to somebody. The lucky winner of the N-scale layout, built by Railroads and Rock and Roll's very own Timmy D. Ooh, end of the Ice Age, global meltdown. Look at that. You got a big boy on the front. Is that a big boy or is that a Challenger? No, it's a big boy. Yeah. 4884, sorry. Look at all those reefers. Hey guys, we just invented the nice little diesel cooling unit. We don't need ice cubes in our cars anymore. What an era that was. Love this GG unit. Gotta respect the Pensen. This one is the Pennsylvania Railroad, but then it went to Pensen, and then eventually got moved to Amtrak. PFE. Gotta love it. Look at this Union Pacific logo. Wow, we're gas turbine. We make a lot of noise, and we do the thing with the stuff. What an era. What an era of railroading. Ew, ugly hands. Nice little blueprint here. Blueprintes of a nice HO scale. PFE. Ryokama excursion. I love that. Look at these pictures, man. That is something else right there. And as we all know, pictures don't do half the justice of the actual model railroad when you actually get there. If it's a good model railroad, I was out at Joel Shank's SN3 layout in Brawley, and man, that was a sight to see. I'll tell you something. If you've been following me on the Instagrams or the TikToks, there's video footage of those trains running around at a snail's pace up and down that hill, and it is a huge layout packed into a big space, which makes the layout feel even bigger. I love that Hiawatha. Or is that a Hiawatha? What is that? I can't read that. And then you got blueprints for it, which pull all the way out. So you get a nice blueprint. Good old CB&Q S4 Hudsons. Really great looking locomotive. Very tight looking locomotive. Simple, safe, ready to rock. Love it. But we got to spend 2 hours warming up the boiler. Absolutely you do. And so forth. All right, let's get into some color pictures. This isn't just photoshopped. This is actual technique going into the picture, which is really cool. Your aperture wide open for 5 seconds. Run the train, blur by. So you move the camera on probably a steady rack to follow it. Look at that night shot. Blue lights. It looks like it's blue light with a little bit of green faded in. Yeah, back then you didn't adjust on the computer. You actually adjusted with the actual lighting. And we have the train with the reflection on some sort of lake and a moon. All they're missing is the Spielberg silhouette of the kids on the bicycles riding the Amblin Entertainment. All right. Keep on moving forward. Keep on keeping on. We have some of this, some of that, and a nice little blueprint with a wiffle ball bat. Look at that. Point to point with a peninsula. Pretty intriguing when people do point to point on a peninsula, because I feel like there's an option for a continuous running piece. But such as such, back in the day, you do what you do. Eaton Steel. That almost sounds like a wrestler, like a professional wrestler's name. We've got The Rock, and he's tag teaming with Eaton Steel. Can you smell what The Rock is cooking? Can you taste what Eaton is eating? That's what's up. Goodness gracious. Water towers. Gotta love water towers. Ask my friend Mike Hampson. Hampson loves them water towers. Color pictures are always lovely. This is one of my favorite shots right now. Look at that. Looking right through the columns, down the hallway. Gotta get on the train. And of course, it's a Yosemite Valley status report, or as some people would call it, Yosemite. Potato, tomato, as I say. All right. Well, it's looking like we're getting to the end of this magazine. Love it. OG SD40. Beautiful. Precision scale model. Back when you had to order your detail parts. You couldn't just 3D print them. Or simply order them off of eBay or whatever train login you do. Got the Zephyr. Beautiful looking. Hey, speak of the devil. Storefront. Cool things. And I think that's the end of our magazine. We've got a couple more pages of check out our store, blah, blah, blah. But that's it for Railroad Model Craftsman in the March of 1983 issue. Hope you had a wonderful magazine Monday. Hopefully you have a good rest of your Monday. Start out the week with a bang. Take a look at those projects that you might want to do on the weekend, and maybe start on Monday to get them moving. if you know what I mean. Just a little here, a little there. Next thing you know, you'll be getting it done, my brother bear. All right. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And remember, the most important signal you get is going to be your next one. Rock and roll.